I know this intro is going to seem unrealistic to the millions of people who are unemployed and collecting woke welfare, but my normal people, you guys are going to understand. When you have a job, doesn't matter if you're working for yourself or you're working for someone else, any job you have, there are certain expectations that are required. Take what I do here on YouTube, for example. One of the requirements of this job, I gotta have a voice. I can't risk being hungover. I can't risk having my voice less than 100%. Audio is the most important factor. If you can't hear me or my voice sounds horrendous, you're not going to watch the video. Let's say you're in the pool business. One of the biggest revenue drivers in the pool business, cleaning pools. It's a consistent income every week. One of the requirements if you want to be a pool cleaner, you can't be allergic to chlorine. It's not safe for you to breathe in the fumes, catch an allergic reaction, sink to the bottom of the pool. Perhaps you have dreams and aspirations of becoming a WNBA dump diver. Whether you choose to identify as male or female, what is one of the number one requirements to collect woke welfare from the WNBA? Well, KC, you must have the ability to grow facial hair. We have seen overtime games lost because some teammates had a 5 o'clock shadow. Well, yeah, that is one of the requirements, but you're still allowed to participate in exciting dump activities with a smooth face. What is the one thing that would prevent you from playing pretend basketball? Well, a complete lack of talent. Lack of talent? Lack of talent? There is a complete lack of talent throughout the WNBA. If talent was a requirement, this league would have been shut down years ago. The one thing that would prevent you from participating is pregnancy. There are no jobs in the dump that are conducive to pregnancy. The aroma of fresh sewage, not safe for the future birthing person. The physicality of lifting those heavy trash bags, not good for the baby. Now the bosses, they will accommodate you. They will continue paying your woke welfare even though you're unable to produce, but they are not going to allow you to play. It's too risky. Last year, during the Las Vegas Aces championship run to gain access to the Golden Toilet, bench player Dearica Hamby found out she was pregnant. KC, who in the hell is Dearica Hamby? Derek is classified as a role player. She's not one of the employees that you see on the street twice every week. She doesn't have interactions like that with customers. Dearica Hamby comes off the bench and fills in where needed. Last year, she was named Sixth Man of the Year, a very prestigious award given to the most efficient role player. During the Las Vegas Championship Parade last fall, where they celebrated with happy customers for being named the most efficient dump, Dearica Hamby announced that she was pregnant. Which is great, that's fine. She had a healthy baby this spring. I think most of us celebrate new life, especially in this WNBA culture where shitfucks are better known for aborting human life than creating it. 3 months later, Dearica Hamby traded to the Los Angeles Sparkles. Las Vegas sent her to LA along with a first-round draft pick in exchange for another unknown pretend basketball player and a second-round pick. Immediately after this trade was announced, the accusations began to spread throughout the media. Dearica Hamby was also real mad. I just won the award for Dump Diver of the Year. They only traded me because my wife got me pregnant. Dearica Hamby accused Becky Hammon and management in Las Vegas of mistreating her based on her pregnancy. She claims she was traded because she would not be ready for training camp and they needed bodies. That's probably true. I would imagine one of the requirements in the WNBA, showing up for training camp. Kinda hard to do that when you're a duo instead of a single. She accused Becky Hammon and the Aces of asking her unfair questions. They asked me if I planned my pregnancy. How dare they invade my personal safe space? How was I supposed to know that cucumber seeds could sprout inside me? I would imagine that's also true. The Las Vegas Aces, they are paying you minimum wage. They are not giving you minimum wage for free. They expect you to be able to contribute, to perform. They expect you to stay in shape. They expect you to participate in off-season workouts and training camp. Kind of hard to do all that when you're pregnant. It's not like the Aces were refusing to give her maternity leave. It's not like they were fighting not to pay her. All they did was evaluate the situation, decided that a pregnant Dearica Hamby was not the best fit for their team, and they traded her. In sports, players are traded all the time for a variety of reasons. They don't fit in with the culture, they don't get along with the coach, issues with management, they are demanding too much money. When is the last time a player in the NBA not only publicly complained about a trade, but accused his former team of violating league policy? Of course, whining and complaining. That is a prerequisite if you want to work in the WNBA. If they're not whining about their minimum wage, they are complaining about the conditions on the Greyhound bus. How come we can't get air conditioning? Will we ever receive flushable toilets? I requested double-ply toilet paper months ago, and they sent me stained recycled Charmin. Once Dearica Hamby went public with her accusations, the WNBA sprung into action. Kathy Engelbert, the diva of Dump Divas, she launched an investigation into Becky Hammon and the Las Vegas Aces. Earlier this week, the WNBA announced their decision. We have concluded that Becky Hammon is guilty of violating the Respect in the Workplace Act. Respect in the workplace? Respect in the WNBA? Since when has this league been respected? I know dozens of people watch in amazement as pretend athletes like Bob Griner find unique ways to airball layups, but that doesn't mean there is a level of respect here. Matter of fact, the only person in the WNBA that is respected is Becky Hammon. Becky Hammon is the only star in this league. She is the only person associated with the WNBA that is respected for actual basketball. How does Kathy Engelbert treat her star, Becky Hammon? How does she treat the only coach? Hell, the only person with any recognizable name value in the dump? She suspends her for 2 games over accusations of hearsay, and she takes away a 2025 first-round draft pick. Now, the lost draft pick, that is absolutely meaningless to Becky Hammon because she's not going to be managing this dump in 2025. I would imagine she has already booked her first-class ticket out of the land of flatulence. If I am Becky Hammon, I am demanding my release. Now, I will credit the Las Vegas Aces. They are standing beside her and defending her, but the WNBA, they want to publicly humiliate her. They want to convict her because she traded a player? Since when has trading players become a crime worthy of suspension? Think about the message this sends to other WNBA teams. If a star player exists in the WNBA and their wife gets them pregnant, they can't be traded. You got to understand, this was a sacrifice by Becky Hammon to agree to coach in the WNBA. She was on tap to become the first female coach in the NBA. Real basketball. She was going to be a real head coach. She left Greg Popovich in San Antonio to coach a group of dump divers in Las Vegas. Becky Hammon, she gave a small semblance of credibility to a league that has never been credible. And you want to tarnish her reputation by accusing her of mistreating a pregnant player because she traded her? Once again, the WNBA siding with the pretend victim. Dearica Hamby, she made herself the victim, and Kathy Engelbert bit right into the shit sandwich. The WNBA, they want to celebrate Bob Griner, who can't fill the first 2 rows for her immaculate return to fresh flatulence. But they want to embarrass Becky Hammon publicly for having the audacity to make a damn trade? Doesn't make sense to me, but what the hell do I know? I'm not a dump diva. And look, Becky Hammon, she is not completely innocent. After hanging around professional victims for the past year, Becky Hammon has learned how to play the victim herself. She's not nearly as effective as Dearica Hamby, but she damn sure tries. Before her suspension was announced, Becky Hammon was interviewed by Time magazine. They wanted to know how she keeps her makeup intact during those hot summer days in the Las Vegas processing facility. At one point during the interview, they asked Becky Hammon if she wanted to return to real basketball, the NBA. Becky Hammon used this as a dual opportunity. She not only played the ultimate victim, she also tried to pressure the NBA into hiring her. I am done begging real basketball teams to give me a chance. If I were a man, I would have already been hired and fired several times in the NBA. You know what? Becky Hammon probably right here. With her coaching credentials and her 16 years as a player, she would probably have already been a head coach in the NBA. But here's the thing. Becky Hammon is not a dude. Becky Hammon does not even choose to identify as a dude. She is a proud woman. She tried to compare herself to Chauncey Billups and Jason Kidd, guys with prolific playing careers who were given coaching opportunities with minimal to no experience. There's a huge difference, though. Those guys actually played in the NBA. They didn't spend 16 years playing pretend basketball. I know Becky Hammon thinks it's unfair, but life isn't fair. The truth is, you don't have the same experience. Another truth is, and I'm sure this is a major point for NBA teams, can a woman lead an NBA locker room? I know this is going to sound like misogyny, but the truth is often labeled with woke boner words, but a lot of men, especially men with high egos, they don't always take direction well from women, especially a woman who has never played in their league. I would imagine that is a point of contention for most teams in the NBA. But give me your thoughts. The WNBA suspends Becky Hammon for 2 games because she traded a pregnant role player. Becky Hammon also plays the victim by claiming she has not received a coaching gig in the NBA because she's a woman. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.